Hi, my name is Keith, and today I just want to review the tactics that were used in yesterday's game against Manchester City versus Arsenal. Just the key parts that affected the game and how far they affected the game. The first thing was the decision for Wenger to replace the EU Per Mertesacker with Coquelin at the heart of defense. Per Mertesacker is one of the best ball-playing central defenders at Arsenal, so Wenger needed someone to fill in that role. It can be Elneny sometimes. Coquelin had a couple of games operating there, so he started there. He had a few problems obviously during the game operating from that position since he's naturally a midfielder. So Arsenal started with a 3-4-3 system when attacking. Now the key approach from Wenger was to go for that high tempo start. So basically the idea is you're trying to maximize your chance of scoring the first goal in the first 15 minutes. Maybe Wenger wanted something to hold on to and then defend and then spring on the counter to expose Man City. Sadly, it didn't work for Arsenal, as in they didn't get the goal they wanted, but it worked to some extent. Arsenal were pressing very high, and they were pressing even the goalkeeper. By the 10th minute, Pep Guardiola was already telling Ederson to go long, because every time he tried passing it from the back, he almost ran into trouble. There was a time when Arsenal almost snagged the ball and then rolled it into the net. Once the game settled down, the downside to a high tempo start is your players expend a lot of energy during those 15 minutes. So you need to make sure, so they need to recover after, usually the next from 15 to the 30th minute. So from that moment, I was worried for Arsenal because I knew Man City were most likely going to score. So obviously Man City assumed dominance as Arsenal tried to recuperate. But which led to De Bruyne's goal. The key thing to Man City, as I alluded to in my preview for this game, is that they work with high and wide wingers, and then they have a centre forward. So they use the whole width of the Etihad Stadium, which forces Arsenal's back five to go back. Once you pin 5 Arsenal players with 3 Man City forwards, you have an overload in midfield, because Arsenal will have 5 outfield players left, Man City will have 7. So that's when Man City were trying to pop the ball into trying to pass the ball between the lines and then working it backwards. Arsenal had to cope with that, with few men in midfield. And obviously, just like what happened at Chelsea, when Chelsea were pinned back by Man City, we're using the same system. It's a midfielder who usually pitches in with the goal. There were other tactical changes, but those were the main one. One, the high tempo decision by Wenger. Second, starting with Coquelin in central defense. Third, Pep Guardiola's change is sort of like cosmetic change to ask Ederson to go long to bypass Arsenal's high press during the first 15 minutes. And then the second period of that game, from the 15th minute to the 30th minute, when Man City regained their sort of dominancy, and then they had to work the ball. Those were the key ones. Obviously, that led to just the one goal. As Man City ended up scoring 2 other goals, one from a penalty and then the other one from a controversial offside call, and then Arsenal scored 1 back. But the key decisions happened inside 30 minutes. Thank you for watching this program, and please remember to subscribe and click like if you like this video. Thank you very much.